Hello, my name is Thomas Doubter, and this is my contribution to the Blasphemy Challenge. I'm taking the challenge because I think that religion is responsible for too much of humanity's misery and stupidity. True, many consider stupidity to be politically incorrect, but when an institution like religion makes the same mistakes for 2,000 to 3,000 years and vigorously defends them in the face of overwhelming evidence to the contrary, well, stupid explains too much about that kind of behavior to be easily dismissed. Original sin is a prime example. The idea of humans being created out of thin air or a rib, or that reptiles can talk, is as silly as putting something that you don't want somebody to have right in front of them. And blaming Eve? Well, isn't misogyny a big part of religion's inherent evil? There was no apple, according to Genesis. It was knowledge of good and evil, not apples, that the Judeo-Christian God didn't want us to have. In fact, the less we learn about something, the better God seems to like it. According to polls, 7 out of 10 Americans do not know the purpose of DNA, even though Watson and Crick unraveled the molecule of life over half a century ago. 4 out of 10 reject the theory of evolution, even though it's been more than 150 years since Charles Darwin published The Origin of Species. 2 out of 10 still think that the sun revolves around the earth, though Galileo proved that wrong 4 centuries ago. Ignorance is not a virtue, and faith is not gullibility. Telling people otherwise is religion's real original sin. What else but faith-based gullibility allows anyone to believe that the 13.5 billion-year-old universe was created in 6 days? Or that Noah packed 2 of every living thing from bugs to behemoths onto a boat and sailed them around during a 40-day storm? Or that Aquaman Jesus could walk on water? Or that zombie Jesus could rise from the dead? How can there be space for rational thinking when religion fills people's heads with such useless junk? And let's get 2 more junk ideas clear for the record. First, Jesus was never a Christian. He was Jewish, born and raised. Second, Jesus never thought of himself as a god. The Roman Emperor Constantine cooked up that myth at the Council of Nicaea in 325 A.D. Constantine's Church of Rome would go on to trash Western civilization with 1,100 years of religious slaughter, intolerance, tyranny, corruption, and human rights abuses. They don't call those 11 centuries the Dark Ages for nothing. And superstition didn't end with the Renaissance. We're still stuck with religious nut jobs like the late Jerry Falwell, who blamed 9/11 on legalized abortion and denounced Tinky Winky as gay. And everybody knows how God hates fags thanks to big-time Baptist Fred Phelps, who runs the God Hates Fags campaign. People like Falwell and Phelps are your boys, God. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Big-time religion is the paragon of hypocrisy to claim the moral high ground. What nerve! And just where does the so-called Prince of Peace get off damning blasphemers to hell for eternity? Isn't that a tad on the sanctimonious side there, Prince?
Well, there you have it. The daddy-o, the laddie-o, the great spook. I gotta say, those guys don't mean a heck of a lot to me, so I got no problem with denying them all. And just for the record, I might as well deny Allah and Baal and Jupiter and Zeus and Thor and Mithras and Quetzalcoatl and Krishna, and basically every god who ever rotted a human brain in exchange for a human soul. And I am not afraid. It's getting a little warm in here, or is it just me? You think somebody would give me a glass of water or something? I don't know. I think I smell something burning.